And then there were four. The Western Conference Finals, Game 1, tipping off Monday night between the OKC Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs. The Thunder doing it without Serge Ibaka, and the Spurs doing it with the guys who have done it for so long. Tony Parker and Tim Duncan, and Duncan got it done early on, the turnaround jumper over Kendrick Perkins to put San Antonio up 10-5. And the guys working well off the pick and roll. Duncan scores the layup over Nick Collison. He had 12 points in the first quarter alone. And off the Russell Westbrook miss, Parker bringing it up. And no need for his teammates on this one. He'll drive and finish it in the paint all by himself to put San Antonio up 24-13. But the Thunder did fight back early on. Kevin Durant knocking it down from the top of the key. That was part of a 9-2 Thunder run. And in the second quarter, Reggie Jackson to Derek Fisher. And he'll nail the corner three. He had 11 points off the bench in the first half. And Reggie Jackson missing. Danny Green will grab the rebound and head the other way. And no need to head inside the paint. He'll knock down the pull-up three from the top of the key. He had 8 points at the half.
Keep that same attitude, that same competitiveness, but we have to be more solid in what we're doing.
Greg Popovich liking what he's seeing in Tony Parker. Driving in again and finishing in the paint. He had 12 points and 6 assists at the half. With 4.5 to go in the second, Kevin Durant getting a shot blocked by Kawhi Leonard. With the Spurs in transition, Leonard takes the Parker feed and slams it over Reggie Jackson. He had 11 points at the half as well. And Tim Duncan doing what he often does, knocking down the floater over Durant. That was part of an 11-4 Spurs run. And check out the impressive San Antonio second quarter with 37 total points, leading at the half 67-59. And 22 total points in the paint, off 9 assists as well. Later in the third, Russell Westbrook driving and finishing in the paint. San Antonio still up 72-68. This time, it's KD coming up clutch from downtown. That cuts the Spurs lead to just 2. And Russ, why not a couple of his own? That puts OKC up 76-75. And the Thunder still on a run. KD driving inside and knocking down the runner over Tim Duncan to put OKC up 78-77. This time, it's the Spurs' Kawhi Leonard to Tim Duncan for the layup. He'll make it, plus the foul. That puts San Antonio up 82-78. And heading into a crucial fourth quarter, Kawhi Leonard driving, spinning off Durant and putting in the layup. That put the Spurs up 95-82. And it just kept on coming. Tony Parker getting it to Danny Green, who finishes the layup on the left-hand side to put the Spurs up 99-85. And it's Kawhi Leonard getting it done on both ends of the floor, the steal. And he'll take it all the way to finish the layup. And David Robinson liking what he sees at the game with just a couple of minutes to go. Manu Ginobili, yeah, he'll step back and knock it down from deep. That puts San Antonio up 118-97, and that would seal it. A 122-105 win, and the Spurs take the 1-0 series lead over the Thunder. Game 2 is Wednesday at San Antonio.
Here is Durant over Leonard. Collison with the pick. Westbrook on the catch and shoot for 3.
The two best players
with 28 assists on 50 field goals.
8 assists and just 10 turnovers. I mean, an incredible ratio. And look at that pass.
Splitter. San Antonio ball, but the kick ball on San Antonio. So Durant able to take advantage.
The blanket. Ovaltine makes the shot.
Whoa! Oh, nice move by Tony. Splitter taking hard to the rim. It counts in the foul.
I don't know that for sure, but I'm almost going to bet.
Once again,
Danny Green trying to guard Kevin Durant.
Green for 3. Missed this. Beautiful hook pass from Parker to find right eye, but able to hang in. Of course, Ginobili Firing in that second half. Another beautiful move by Ginobili missing on that side jump. And here's Westbrook going the distance. And Adams with the follow. Westbrook. Here comes Jackson with Bellinelli back. Jackson. Nice move.
That's what they have to do.
And Duncan got off to that fast start in game one. Oh, Jackson with a spin. Beautifully done by Risher. Have checked in now for Scott Brooks. Butler for three. Fisher getting it down low. Nice exchange. Adams with the stuff. One attempt is off. Adams contesting. Adams able to hand it to Butler, and he scored. Mills on the move. Green open for three. Yes, that's his second from down.
They could really help Oklahoma City.
Mills rejected. Splitter and a foul.
Grant.
Duncan has been quiet to this point. Only a second field goal.
Gonna blow right past you, Duncan.
Well, you got to trust your defense.
On the subject of blowing right past.
Some good looks from three here tonight. Just haven't gotten anything to go.
Ginobili able to cut one. Ginobili trying to pick up the charge. It did not work. David Aldridge from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. Here's Parker. That's a two. Had a foot.
Jackson stayed in front of him through every move.
Westbrook taking advantage of that screen. Several guys, including Derek Fisher and Karan Butler. What a pass. Green lines it up and hits from 3-4 in game one.
That was a shocking pass.
Oh, what a pass right there. Durant. Just under 2 remaining first half. Nice backdoor pass there. Parker finding the opening and then kicks it out. Here's Green from the other side. Yes! Wow. With another San Antonio possession. He fires for three.
Greg Popovich has to be ecstatic with those free throws. A nice pass there by Splitter. Give it for Westbrook.
And then at this end, the Spurs with 17 free throws of their own. Durant there.
The City had been playing very well early second quarter. Durant. And then on a 2-on-1, he has Kawhi Leonard with him. Parker gets the roll.
In this series.
Green, yes. Duncan from Splitter. Tough score over the last 14 minutes. Beautiful pass again, Splitter.
His offensive guys and his defensive guys.
Green left free and takes advantage. He hit 23 three-pointers in all. And he's been on fire here tonight. Oh, what a move by Westbrook. There's Diaw open for three. And he hits. There's Butler.
Like it.
Strong move by Karan Butler.
Versus the Clippers last round.
Parker. Beautiful move by Tony. Professional sport.
I'm just amazed at the way they adapt and evolve as Lamb gets free inside.
Figuring that out.
And then to take that one step further, there's Green knocking down yet another.
Cut by Jones on the hop to Diaw. What a beautiful pass. How many times? Which obviously is a short period of time, but the onslaught continues.
Here are the highlights. There is Serge Ibaka and that much talked about Cap warming up before the game. And he was active early, 8 points on 4-4 from the field, 2 blocks in the first 5 minutes.
Man, excellent left. You talk about energy to see him knock down these shots, but to be able to challenge, contest. You know, we saw him warming up, but then he made this off the 1 foot runner. The surge protector was ready to play.
Bones in the first half, 5 of 5 from the field.
You know, again, a huge confidence booster for the entire team because they didn't know exactly what he was capable of doing. And you know, all these different shifts in the lineup, they got some production that they desperately needed as we watched Derek Fisher get nicked up for 6 stitches in this one.
How about a Thunder player not named Nick Collison bloodied? Derek Fisher would return, and Kevin Durant would flush, and then Reggie Jackson finds him again.
Well, this offensive team they have on the court right now, there's so many guys that can beat you off the dribble and drive and kick, but Manu Ginobili, what a half for him. Fantastic.
He kept them afloat.
I mean, he was terrific the first half with 20 points. But I thought that with his energy, with his plays that he made, every time OKC jumped off and with a run, Manu came back and answered it, and I thought he kept him afloat in the first half.
Check out this answer from Russell Westbrook. What a shot.
Boom! Russell.
At halftime, OKC led 57-53. Westbrook to the cup.
Just good attack by Russell there, getting into the teeth of the defense. Haven't seen many layups in this series for OKC. Easy offense for them.
Probably the highlight of the night for San Antonio. It's already been clipped off, and it's on NBA.com. You can see it all by its lonesome. And right there, the big jam by Kawhi, but he was quiet again in this one. Danny Green blocked by Ibaka. What a defensive play. We don't see Green too much around that rim, do we?
No, we don't. And I thought that with the small lineup, I thought it caused problems for Danny Green. He wasn't able to get airspace on his jumper. I thought OKC did a great job of making adjustments this game, and they came away with the win.
Reggie Jackson spinning and scoring. We saw Ibaka limping. That was to be expected, right, coming into this one?
Not like that. I mean, the way he was limping, I was just a little fearful that he was not coming back in the game. And there's
who's he calling, Smitty?
Ron Butler dialing 777-9311. Knocking that one down. Long distance, okay. I forgot the area code.
Kevin Durant, 25 and 10. And then Westbrook finds Serge Ibaka. One more, Bones.
Yeah, some good execution in the fourth quarter, them going to that horn set and finding Ibaka with that small lineup. And Kevin Durant reminding Scott Brooks, let's get Serge out of the game. We're going to need him come game 4.
Yeah. And he got a big ovation when he finally went to the bench. Oklahoma City loves him. They love their Thunder, and the Thunder are back in the Western Conference Finals. After getting demolished in the first 2 games, they come back and win Game 3, 106-97.
The Western Conference Finals, Game 4. San Antonio leading the series against OKC 2-1, and the Thunder with a chance to tie it on their home floor. Serge Ibaka, a huge factor in Game 3 after making his return from injury. And the Thunder highlights started early and often. That's KD scoring in the lane to put OKC up 30-24 in the second quarter. And Steven Adams with the steal. Thunder in transition. Russell Westbrook to Serge Ibaka. That was part of an 8-0 Thunder run to put him up by 10. And Russ got hot in the second quarter. There he is driving inside to score the layup to put OKC up by 8. And Westbrook had 17 points, 8 assists, and 4 steals just at the half. There he goes again on the other side of the floor with the steal and the slam. That puts OKC up by 10. Westbrook, unstoppable on offense Tuesday night and immovable on defense as well. And the highlights for Russ didn't stop just in the first half. Later in the second, Westbrook yet again with the steal, brings it up the court and finds Kevin Durant. He'll knock down the 3. KD had 22 points on 9 for 12 from the field in the half. And Manu Ginobili doing what he can to chip away at the lead, and with that, he passed Bill Russell for the most points ever scored by a lefty. Ginobili again, but this time it's Kendrick Perkins with the rejection headed the other way. Serge Ibaka rebounding the KD miss, and he'll slam it in. Coach Scotty Brooks has to be pleased with his guys in the first half.
Great half, but it's only a half. We've got to come back and say what to say, type of fire and intensity. Share the ball, move the ball, kick the ball for open shots. Don't take anything bad, anything bad. Come out with the first 5 minutes like we did the first quarter. Come on.
The Thunder went into the locker room up 58-43. And it's Serge Ibaka with the steal and the slam in the third quarter to put OKC up 66-49. And Coach Pop and Tim Duncan getting into it as he tells Duncan he should have rolled on the play. Emotions running high as the Thunder keeps on rolling. And later in the third, Kendrick Perkins making the bounce pass to a cutting Russell Westbrook for the dunk. Russ, by the way, had 40 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists, and 5 steals in the game. Later in the third, Boris Diaw driving, scoring the reverse layup. That was part of an 18-7 Spurs run. And Matt Bonner driving down the lane and scoring the floater. That cuts the deficit to 12. And check this out. The dunk of the night by Corey Joseph, slamming it on Serge Ibaka nonetheless. And if you want to add insult to injury, he was fouled on the play and made the free throw. But Russell Westbrook, too much to handle. That's 2 of his 40 points in the game, and OKC wins at 105-92. They tie up the series 2-2. Game 5 is Thursday at San Antonio.
John Goble, the alternate is Zach Zava. Westbrook pulls it up and knocks it down. Look, Parker on the move. He had Westbrook backpedaling, gets it to Green, and he hits Brook.
To try to take the pressure off Parker and let him attack here.
And Parker.
Yeah, see that 1-3 screen and roll. Those two players can switch.
Oh, the block by Duncan. To the left, Ibaka got a piece of it. Jackson on the move, and he scored.
And that's
This game has to change here.
There's Jackson straight down the lane. Jackson drew the double. Durant for 3. Yes.
Is at the scores table getting ready to check in.
There's the runner.
so much success. Got to weather the storm.
Duncan with the layup. The steal by Leonard. Almost taken away. And then Westbrook beat him down the court.
He just exploded from half court to get that ball.
Ibaka's
between frenzied and fast is very small.
side for that rejection. And the finish. Duncan working hard on Perkins
Tonight, possibly carrying this team.
He had that huge game 1, and how about this is third straight start coming out for Tabo Cephalosha. That counts in the foul. Cephalosha. Good defense here by Oklahoma City. Ginobili with the floater. This series, but back without Serge Ibaka. Here's Westbrook. Oh, with a vicious slam in the face of Kawhi Leonard.
That was Westbrook's answer to the 3-2 zone that San Antonio threw out there. Tried for answers defensively. Apparently, that's not the answer.
Ginobili right back from down. Checked in. Oh, a nice move by Diaw, and finishes with the reverse.
Score right now. We're not scared of the moment.
Beautiful pass. Adams able to. Oh, Ginobili went behind the back and then kicked it into the hands of Mills, who fires and hits things away. Now sets the pick. Green for 3. Yes! It out to Mills. Shot clock rolling down to 5. Mills hits again.
And Mills has responded with his second 3.
There's Fisher for 3. More assistant bases. Here's Green with the runner. And the tip. Oh, kept it on beautifully.
Ibaka and his presence in the paint, how he's changed this series. But they are not going to win this series unless Tony Parker wakes up.
Diaw able
To use that in a motivational speech for sure.
Ginobili on the
All I know is the Spurs are lucky to be at home right now. They've got control of this game to have helped. They're playing with much better pace and precision. Parker knocks down the jumper.
Conference final series, game 6 in Oklahoma City. Westbrook able to knock it out
From Scott Brooks.
Parker changed his mind. Duncan able to slip it back. Westbrook for 3. Wilson.
Kenny looking for any excuse to skip work.
Oh, nice. Ginobili.
Kids, the New York City kids.
You notice the, beautiful lob by Jackson was called on that last foul. Diaw gets it down low. Here's Duncan inside.
Together has totally opened up the floor, and it's compromised Ibaka.
Oh, Parker with a first half.
So I was asking for Tony Parker to wake up.
Kevin going to take advantage. Parker back to the front court. Durant not able to put it down. Ginobili to Diaw. They swing it to the corner and Leonard. The long rebound comes to Perkins. Here's Durant for 3. Yes. Ginobili for 3. Well. From the crowd. Final seconds of the half. Westbrook with a deep 3 and hits it. And Perkins.
Reggie Jackson, after that quick start, has been real quiet.
Was the last couple of games. Only 1 block shot to this point. Here's Diaw on a fade. Ball movement. Leonard Pass to the three. Leonard to the bucket. Scores! He went right.
Good shot, great shot.
Nice pass. Westbrook.
Both teams are getting good looks.
Leonard is rejected by Jackson. 1-on-3. Blocked by Green. Danny Green. Shot clock is down to 5. Here's Duncan going glass. Parker into the paint. Parker. Yes. Oh, what a move on Adams.
I think that right ankle sprain is starting to bother him.
Durant able to recover after the ball. Here's Manu Ginobili, who just checked back in, kicking it out. Diaw for 3. Thunder get back. Ginobili open for 3. Yes. As you recall, he had a terrific playoff series for the Bulls last year. Oh, Ginobili wanted to put it. You're setting up a desperation situation. Duncan gets inside. But it's not emphasized. It was in the sentence.
It was actually spoken, Mark.
It was in the sentence in a kind of a pullback manner.
If you'd like to defy that and say this is going to end up what that has meant to their defense.
Green looks down a 3. A 3-2 lead with a Game 6 back in Oklahoma City. Durant with a beauty by Westbrook. Shot clock to 5. Green with a deep 3. Yes.
Throw up shots like that.
Mills for 3.
With all Boris Diaw.
It's kind of a cameo for Bonner. He ends up now with 16 minutes. Nice move by. But the Spurs maintain possession. Ginobili backs it up on Adams. All kinds of mismatches going on here. Ginobili with head fakes on Adams and fine splitter. What a play by Manu Ginobili. They swing it. Fisher. Yes. Derek Fisher cuts it to a 1-point San Antonio lead.
And I believe those are the first bench points.
Yes.
Ginobili with that hesitation able to go glass. Ginobili watched by Fisher. Nice ball movement. Diaw for 3. That's the kind of ball movement we saw in San Antonio.
And the plus 10 points in the paint for San Antonio.
Final seconds of the third. Here's Green for 3. Yes! By Ibaka. Duncan guarded by Durant. Goes right at him and kicks it out. Leonard, Diaw, beautifully done. A 15-2 run by the Spurs. Jackson, he's playing with 4 fouls, as is Westbrook. Here's Jackson, and he was stopped by Duncan.
Nice block shot.
Made the block and took possession. Green with the finish. Beautiful fast break run by the Spurs.
Reminding the players of that.
A win tonight for San Antonio. They head back to the NBA Finals to face Miami. Westbrook twisting his way in it. Durant with the tip. He has 20. Could not handle that pass. And here comes Leonard. 3-on-2 develops. Green met by Durant. Has to pull it back. Bellinelli for 3. Yes. Marco Bellinelli with his first field goal. Leonard able to get to it. Bellinelli didn't have the shot as he was played by Jackson. Nice pass from Ginobili. Again finding Diaw, which leads to a timeout. Leonard on the hop and takes it back. Green for 3. Yes. Danny Green with his second three-pointer. He has 11 points in all.
And it's the Spurs passing and ball movement.
Fisher with room for 3. Comes right back. Derek Fisher. Shot clock at 5. Diaw backs Fisher. Diaw. What a sensational game for Boris Diaw, who has 24 points.
They can't handle him on the block on that switch. And yet, without any big players on the floor, I'm not sure what the answer quite is for Scott Brooks.
Nice setup. Westbrook finding Ibaka. Timeouts at a 20. Oklahoma City 2 at a 20. San Antonio over the limit. Westbrook, yes. Russell Westbrook rebounded by Durant. Jackson changed his mind. He had a 3 and Durant lays it in. It's a 2-point San Antonio lead, and they call the time.
Here we go again, Reg. A lot of standing around.
Westbrook on the drive and lays it in. Little head fake. Ginobili with the rebound. And another Spurs present. Oh, it's stolen! Stolen by Westbrook. He's on the drive. He scores! What a play by Russell Westbrook. Duncan. Westbrook went down. Ginobili pops it ahead to Green. They should be in no hurry as we come up on a minute to go. DL inside. Duncan off the pass. Shot blocked by Ibaka. And a foul is called. Durant just 3 of 5 at the line. The same. Both teams over them. We're down to 45 seconds. Nice passing. Oh, it's Ibaka with the block of Ginobili.
That was a goaltend. They missed it. That ball hit the backboard first.
That is a goaltend. That's on the backboard first.
6.5 remaining in the fourth. San Antonio's missed its last 8 shots. Oklahoma City with a chance to take the lead, and they do.
And not only do they do, but they get the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Game 7.
Leonard, played by Westbrook. Ginobili for 3. Yes! 1-point lead for San Antonio. Steve, you know the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, here's a scary situation right now. If you're Greg Popovich, you've got the best player, second best player in the game, and Kevin Durant. Watch the offensive rebounding of Westbrook.
Durant lost his balance, and the ball is picked up by Ginobili. Durant went down, lost the ball, and Jackson gives the foul to put Ginobili at the line. A moment ago, Ginobili hit that 3 to take a 1-point lead. Ginobili 6 for 6 at the line. So he hits 1 of 2 by Green. Westbrook on the move. Westbrook is fouled by Ginobili at the line.
Thiago Splitter and Tim Duncan here for the rebound.
So Westbrook connects on Bullock. We're down to 4. We're down to 3. We're down to 2. Ginobili. Rebound to Duncan. He scores! Is it waved off? It is. A bit too late. All in one motion by Tim Duncan, but it will not count. Rebounded by Ginobili.
Well, the Thunder are in attack mode here.
As is Ginobili, who scores. Duncan facing Ibaka. Duncan working hard to get inside. A beautiful move by Tim Duncan.
Well, you want to know why he's the best power forward in the game?
He can move people around so easily.
Westbrook on the drive. He scores. Here is Duncan trying to go glass. Rebounded by Durant, but a foul on Ibaka.
Foul, but Duncan doesn't get that.
San
Trying to
Antonio.
go to DL. You got the mismatch. You got to make Durant guard down on the block, but they don't see it.
Shot clock to 3. Ginobili on the drive. Rejected by Ibaka. 3-on-2 to the Thunder. Westbrook. Oh, he's stripped by Leonard. What a play by Kawhi Leonard. Westbrook on the move. Stripped by Leonard. We're down to a half-minute left in overtime. 10 on the shot clock. Duncan now has a mismatch with Jackson. And gets the roll with 19 seconds to play. San Antonio by 3. 19 points for Duncan. Oklahoma City calls for time.
Great defensive efforts really at both ends of the floor. Here's the block by Serge on Manu Ginobili. And then the great strip steal by Kawhi Leonard to retain possession. And then get the ball down to you-know-who. Old Man Riverwalk. Out of the game here.
We're final seconds. As Lamb fires one, and that'll do it. The Spurs are headed to the NBA Finals to meet up with the Miami Heat starting Thursday in San Antonio. And the best news for Greg Popovich, second to the fact that they won this game, is that they'll have 4 days to rest. And they'll play at home in games 1 and 2 against Miami.